Women say, if a man leads properly, I will submit. I really want to know, what does she mean? Properly isn't something that can be quantified. It's not something that's tangible. How can I know when I'm leading properly? It's really left up to that person's interpretation or standard of what proper leadership is. Because there's no actual metric of leadership. How is a man to know when he's leading properly? Because if you leave it that open and you leave it that subjective, it leaves room for you to move the goalposts. And then you're moving the goalposts, it leaves room for you to disrespect and then justify your disrespect by saying, I'm not leading properly. I just really want some clarification on what is proper leadership. Stay focused, Kings. Women say, if a man leads properly, I will submit. I really want to know, what does she mean? Properly isn't something that can be quantified. It's not something that's tangible. How can I know when I'm leading properly? It's really left up to that person's interpretation or standard of what proper leadership is. Because there's no actual metric of leadership. How is a man to know when he's leading properly? Because if you leave it that open and you leave it that subjective, it leaves room for you to move the goalposts. And then you're moving the goalposts, it leaves room for you to disrespect and then justify your disrespect by saying, I'm not leading properly. I just really want some clarification on what is proper leadership. Stay focused, Kings.
You know, this gentleman has said it, and he's posed this in the way, or like in the form of a question, right? Like it's all a big facade on just saying things and jumping on the bandwagon of things that they don't even understand or mean. It's a lot easier for a woman to say, oh, well, you don't have proper leadership, or you don't lead properly, and that's why we have problems in our relationship, than for that woman to say, well, to be honest with you, I wasn't taught how to respect a man. I don't know what it means to respect a man. I don't even know what proper leadership from a man looks like, because I was never raised around one or raised by one. It's a lot easier to say you're not a good leader than to say, you know, my mama ran my daddy away because she said she could do all bad all by herself. And now I'm with you and I don't know how to act because I didn't have an example. That's the truth. It's a lot easier to point the finger and play the blame game when it comes to men. And so what women do is they hear these conversations. All they have to hear is one person say it. Okay, one person to give these women an excuse to feel the way that they feel, do the things that they do. I love how he said be disrespectful. All they need is one woman to co-sign with them as a reason as to why all women are quote unquote disrespectful. And then they use that as law, and they can't even break it down to you. A woman can't even break down what leadership from a man looks like. But even to go a little step further than that, a woman can't even break down what it means to even be a man. A woman doesn't even know what a man offers her. She has no idea. If you ask a woman, what does a man bring to a relationship? She's going to repeat things that she heard. Financial stability, protection. Because a lot of the women who talk about, you're not a good leader, or you can't lead, or you don't know what it is to lead, or, I can only be feminine if I am led properly. I can only relax in my feminine if a man is strongly in his masculine. They can't even explain to you what a feminine woman is or what a masculine man is because they haven't seen it. More times than not, they were raised by the masculine woman who said, you don't need no man. So it's easier to hide behind vague lenses of conversations, of words, of tidbits, because the whole plan is to move the goalposts. The plan is that they'll say that out there to you. Then when you combat that, they're going to say, well, you supposed to, well, why you focused on me? I'm the one that's this. Well, I'm the prize. You the one, well, you're not supposed to do this. And they're just going to hop around the fence. They're just going to be jump roping. Hopping around the fence, bringing you along with them until they end up going all around in the middle until they start crying. And we already know that tactic, that manipulation tactic. They start crying, oh, well, I just feel overwhelmed and I'm just not used to this. So we have to wait until you're backed into a corner for us to get truth out of you, or for us to get emotion out of you, for you to humble yourself and not be so arrogant while you're communicating. We have to wait for that. It's all a game. I'm going to be honest. It's all a game. Women are now saying that men are not good leaders. Okay, but first of all, I thought you said that you didn't want to listen to nobody. So are they not good leaders, or are you unsubmissive? Are they not good leaders, or are you just uncooperative? Are they not good leaders, or are you hard-headed? Nobody can tell you nothing. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your auntie, not your cousin, and especially not your man. You listen to your boss, your homegirls. You listen to your dog before you listen to your man. They'd rather point the blame than focus on the fact that they are out of control. They're untamable. They don't want to be tamed. They don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be led. They don't want to be protected. They don't want to be guided. They don't want to be in happy, healthy relationships, because once a guy treats them a little too right, they have to find a way to ruin it. Find a way to call him all types of names. Find a way to clown him out. Let's just be real if we're going to have the conversation. We got to be honest. It's distasteful. Just keeping it real. They'd rather stay in their echo chamber full of, women keeping women single. Women saying, yeah, girl, you're the prize. Yeah, girl, you can do battle by yourself. Yeah, girl, you don't need no man. Yeah, girl, these men are supposed to answer to us. And then when it's time for them to actually, they actually meet a good man who wants to be there with them, wants to take the relationship to the next level, they ruin it. Or they mess up because they're also looking for things that they don't even know what they're looking for. And then they get into a relationship. The relationship doesn't go well. Oh, all these men are this and all these men are garbage. These men are trash. These men, you can't trust none of them. All they do is cheat. All they do is lie. But you don't even know what you're looking for when you're dating. You asking generic questions. Well, what kind of job you got? Well, how much do you make a year? You don't know what his principles are. You don't know what his standards are. You don't know nothing about his family, where he comes from, his lineage, his mindset, the way he thinks, the way he operates, the way he steps, where he is when it comes to spirituality. You don't know nothing because you so superficial on what the baby's going to look like or what your friends think. Or if he going to pass the picture that you send in the group chat, if all your girls going to pass off on it or not. That's what you focused on. And then you trying to figure out how come the relationship don't work. How are you going to find out if the relationship work if you don't even know what you're looking for? And again, I have to say, a lot of women don't know what it means for a man to be a good leader. A lot of women don't even know what a man brings to their life. But most importantly, a lot of women don't even know what it means to be a woman. They don't even know what femininity is. They don't know what that looks like. They don't know what it sounds like. They can't even understand you because they don't even know who they are. And in not knowing who they are, they can't be a good counterpart to you. Because how are you going to know the balance of something when you don't even know the source to begin with? That's my opinion. That's my take on it. Listen, there's some words that we need to retire. Okay, there's a lot of words that we need to retire and a lot of statements that we need to retire of women just saying things just so that they can be protected in not changing, not evolving, not growing, not listening to men and taking the criticism and trying to change their ways. They just want to stay comfortable. So they work on words and phrases and stuff that make them feel comfortable. And that's the problem. But I'd like to know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.